or slow?
Yeah, their relation is very interesting because Thaler worked with Kahneman in the early 1980s, and he was inspired by Kahneman and Tversky's prospect theory when he developed the theory of mental accounting, for instance, or the theory of the endowment effect is another of his contributions. But then he also developed this planner-doer model that is used to explain how we are not so good at saving for our future well-being. And actually Daniel Kahneman has then later taken up this model. So when he talks about thinking fast and thinking slow, this is an example of such a planner and doer model. I mean, this is the fast one is the one who lives in the present, and the slow one is the one who lives for the long perspective. So one can say that Kahneman has been inspired by Thaler's models. There is a give and a take between these two prize winners.
But this thinking about people like about delayed rewards, it is not new. Is it new for economists?
The psychological factors are not new. I mean, they are all well known. I mean, these bounded rationality, limited self-control, and so on. They're well known psychological. What Thaler has done is to put this into an economic context and shown that it has large consequences for economic decisions. And he has also been able to model some of these consequences. So it's not the psychological factors as such, but it's their impact on economic theory.
He also has coined a new term, nudging. Can you explain it?
Nudging means that you want to help people to do something that they like themselves. And that's very important. Thaler doesn't want to be paternalist. He doesn't want to impose rules on people. He wants to be a libertarian paternalist. That means that you should always keep the freedom of the individual, but you can still devise certain mechanisms to help the people plan better for their future. And his most well-known examples of nudging are his pension saving programs, the Save More Tomorrow.
And why this? You could ask yourself if nudging is also a kind of manipulation.
There has been criticism against his nudging, but the criticism has often missed this fact that a person can always opt out of the program if he or she wants to. It's not there, you're not bound to it. You can always leave a pension saving program, or you can always change your mind concerning being an organ donator or something like that. So it's a libertarian program, and so you're not imposing anything on persons in his nudging mechanisms.
So in what way would you say Richard Thaler has changed the economical science?
Well, the short summary is that he's made economics more human.
Well,